the Baddies Midwest was in town. Now, if y'all do not know who the Baddies are, it's kind of like Bad Girls Club, but with like a more ghetto ratchet twist. I'll say that for sure.
I mean, Bad Girls Club was already bad enough. How bad?
Listen, it gets really bad.
How bad we going?
It gets really, really bad. The Baddies were in town, and they went to 618 Club Element. I think that's what it's called now, the Ladybug Club, if y'all don't know. And they literally was lighting up the whole city. Like, the girls came out. They was twerking out in the streets. They was twerking out in the clubs. They was going crazy for these baddies. And if y'all don't know, Baddies Midwest, they were actually filming here as well because a contestant on Baddies Midwest is from Milwaukee. And
which one?
I think her name is like Pretty P.
Is it the one that got peed on?
I think she did.
Oh, wow.
Or at least that's what I heard. Because it was a big fight afterwards with this girl, Ivory, who I guess had peed in a cup and threw it on Pretty P. And so Milwaukee was standing 10 toes behind they Milwaukee contestant. It was just a whole lot going on. But it was just, like, interesting to see. And I really wanted to ask you, Benjamin, like, how do you personally feel when it comes to these shows on the Zeus Network who it just seems like it is just a bunch of drama, it's a bunch of chaos, it's a bunch of ratchetness. Even when it comes to the auditions, these girls are just fighting each other. Like, is this how we need to be represented in the city now?
I mean, honestly, it's very distasteful, and we got to remember that these are the type of influences that the higher up people, I would say, the people who actually control these TV networks, they want people of our color, of our creed, of our ethnicity to feel like this is who you're supposed to be one day. Like, it's so sickening to the point where, like, a lot of people nowadays believe like this is who they're supposed to be. Nowadays they base off what they see on TV. That's why they believe relationships are supposed to be. That's one of the reasons why people can't find love these days. We sit back and we watch Love and Hip Hop for the past decade, and that has programmed and reshaped and reformed how black relationships are even are brought about these days. Now we got this these girls off the Zeus Network with the big chin girl or whatever, and she's going
Natalie Nunn.
There you go, Natalie Nunn. Yeah, Natalie Nunn. You got her out here with her big chin ass, continuing on the same messaging. If not, it's even worse. Because ultimately they come down here to Milwaukee, and what happens here in Milwaukee? Everything gets turned up, and it's just like, man,
it was so lit. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Was it lit or was it?
And I'm not saying in a good way. When I say lit, I'm not necessarily saying in a good way. I think it brought a lot of chaos to the city because also I don't know if y'all be on Water Street on the weekends now, but it is completely turned into just a bunch of young dudes with the ski masks on, and they're wreaking havoc everywhere to the point where I saw some videos of gunshots being dumped on Water Street that night. I saw a large brawl fight, kind of like a brawl in the Qdoba on Water Street that same night. And I feel like shows like Baddies Midwest and other shows on the Zeus Network are a part of why we are having more young people look up to these types of extreme actions that they're taking in their day-to-day lives. Because even when the Bad Girls Club was on, I didn't see too many people trying to be like the Bad Girls Club. Like, if they did, it wasn't to the extreme that it is now, where you just fighting any random person that you just have some type of issue with, or you feel like fighting them is going to get you some extra attention on the screen and on the camera. Like, this is what our young people are watching.
This is what they're
this is what this is what they are being influenced by. And I just think the energy of having the baddies there, and shout out to the baddies. They did what they had to do. JP performed, Big Frank performed. I saw Steve the Stoner was there. He performed as well at 618 that night. But I don't know. It was just a lot of energy going on that night, and it wasn't a lot of good energy. And I know we want to have fun, but, like, at what cost, Like, at what cost are we trying to have all of this chaos, really?
Because it's really a lot to a lot of people's detriment. Again, like you said, there were a lot of shots that rang off that Saturday night just because the energy was up in the city. And again, it becomes chaotic. And it's just like we need better representation, man. I remember we were having a conversation with TK Kirkland, and because I was actually watching that interview over this weekend, and one thing that he went on to go say was that one of the biggest downfalls of the black community basically is the fact that we don't control our own narratives. We don't control our own media anymore. We allow pedophile producers to have their influence upon us. People who are a part of sex trafficking to have their influence on what imagery we put out there, and it goes to influence culture. And again, now we have a bunch of women and men thinking that this is the way that they're supposed to live, and it's not. But Truth Nation, man.
It just definitely shows the worst of us. I will say that. It definitely shows the worst of us. But let us know how you guys are feeling about it. Did y'all appreciate the baddies being in town? Do y'all like these types of shows nowadays where it's just a bunch of black people fighting each other and wreaking havoc? And honestly, I kind of want to continue the conversation about, is it us? Are we the problem? Honestly, I know you don't be feeling that way, Ben, and you be like, no, Jews, it be everybody. You can't just say black people be doing it. And I'm not saying it's just black people, bro, but that's all I ever see, fam. That is all I ever see is us beating up one another, is us killing each other. And I just want it to stop. And I want us to figure out a way that we can stop. And I don't know if watching Baddies is having that influence on people. Of course, on the young people for sure. I don't know if the adults don't have their own type of mind where they can just be like, listen, I can watch this and not be influenced by it because they bringing the fights here. They fighting outside the club here.
Right.
So it's like, what is really going on? And I think we need to have that conversation. So if you want to chime in on it, let us know. Give us a call. Tell us how you feeling. Did you appreciate the Baddies being...
Oh, at 833-212-1017.
Yeah, 833-212-1017. Did you feel as though the energy from the baddies being here created havoc here in the city? Is this the type of entertainment that is making our young people crazy? Let us know. We're going to continue it on the other side, y'all.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Got friends that know my losses and wins who never judge me for that. Who gon' love me like them? But like my sister Javonta and my mom.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. And also, behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream. Sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. That has been jamming right now on the ones, well, not the ones and twos, but that's DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos and been jamming on the song. We actually gonna have to talk about that after this conversation because I saw something on your website that sparked my eyebrow to raise.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it did. But right now, y'all, we were talking about
that's such a value, man.
The Baddies Midwest being in the city over the weekend, and they turned up Element 618 Lady Blood Club, if y'all don't know, out there on Water Street. But I don't know, do y'all appreciate the influence that they're having on our kids today? 833-212-1017. We're gonna head to the lines and go to Winky Blue. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, what's going on with you? You know something? I don't see much difference. And they got, hold on the Baddies. They got a good, who on there right now that's white? Mariah Lynn, although she trying to play like she's a Puerto Rican or something. You got Gretchen, she's a white Hispanic. I mean, there's been some white girls that come to them shows that be fighting. I mean, what's the difference between that and the MA fight, you know? But now when they come downtown, let me explain this to you. We have to get back to allowing the police to do their job and nip some of this stuff back in the book because that's solely entertainment purposes. And when them girls be out there moving around like that, like they say they at their bag, they ain't coming to really, really fight. But you had, you know, Milwaukee is something else. We kind of rough now because I don't watch them in the Baddies West. And guess what? They went out to Phoenix. It got a little rough out there in Phoenix. It got a little rough in Portland. But nothing like us, man. We roughing in Chicago. They didn't even show out in Chicago like we did.
Wink, do you think that needed
to happen? We have to get back to allowing them polices to do what they got to do and call them out when they bad. Only when they doing wrong. Because if we constantly poking at the cops, then that leaves no protection for me and you. And we got to do something with the mask, sister. You right. Running around here with the mask, going across their face. Yeah. When I was a kid, they had something called a ski mask rapist.
Oh, wow.
And then it started being a lot of copycat ski mask rapists. They was raping everybody. And they outlawed the ski mask that you actually go skiing with. You couldn't wear a ski mask. I just started seeing ski masks here probably in the 90s. In the late 90s, as a matter of fact, because they were illegal. You could not obtain them and walk down the street with a ski mask over your face. I mean, you just look like wrong, black and white communities. So I would like to say this right here. I wish somebody go ahead and dust Tasiki, because I'm tired of her. Big Kiva act like she wanted to, but she didn't do nothing. Tasiki needs to get punished, and I like the baddies.
I bet you do, Winky Blue.
I likes the baddies.
Right, I bet you do like the baddies. But one thing I will say, because he said, what's the difference between them fighting and like MMA fighters? Sir, those are professional fighters in MMA. And that is their actual job, is to go and fight. They don't actually have beef all the time with the people they're fighting. They're just fighting for their job versus these women literally just fighting each other for just because they feel like it. Like, that's the complete difference. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not professional MMA people. They're not professional boxers. They're not professional people actually getting paid to do that. They're just supposed to be entertainment.
And that's really what it comes down to. And it's so sad because, like, this is supposed to be entertaining, but, this physicality that these women are displaying, it's affecting real people's lives.
It is.
Some people now some little girl out here in Milwaukee who think when she goes to a club, by the time she reaches 21, she just got to throw some pee in somebody's face now. Think about that.
Whoa.
Because that's the cool thing to do. It wound up on TV. This girl went viral. This is what we're all trying to do these days, right? This is the only thing that matters, But no, we need to change our values. We really do. We need to look ourselves in the mirror and check ourselves.
And I think what my problem is with it, because I understand it might be entertaining, right? I used to like those little shows, Flavor of Love. I used to love me some Flavor Flav. Y'all remember when I told y'all?
Yeah, see, that's why you're sick now. Man, that's
when I told y'all that.
Cockroach Negro.
But what'd you say, Zach?
He was in town this weekend too.
I know he was in town, and I'm so mad. Listen,
yeah, he was like popping up on people's gigs.
He
I was seeing him on people's stories.
He's friends with Marjan. He is friends with Marjan, and the next time I see Marjan, I need to ask him, like, Marjan, please tell Flavor Flav to pull up on us here at The Truth. I would love to meet Flav just for the little kid in me who liked watching Flavor of Love, bro.
No, you might do some things.
No, I'm not doing no. I'm not doing no things. I'm not doing no things. But what I'm saying is, I used to love Flavor Flav and Flavor of Love, bro. I turned out a great individual. I turned out to be a beautiful individual, a very good girl, but I'm just saying, I need to meet Flavor Flav. He be at the Bucks games all the time with that clock chain.
You know his whereabouts.
I need to know. I just saw him with, he took a picture with Nick Stokes, because I'm assuming he was at Marjan's party. Marjan had a private birthday party over the weekend, and I know Flav was there. So, Marjan, anybody, Nick, somebody, I want to meet Flavor Flav. I have to meet him this season. I have to bring him here on Jammin with Juice.
I guess you can't have Flavor Flav without Noni Juice.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the flavor in the juice. You know what I'm saying?
The flavor of love without Noni Juice. What is that?
No, facts. But yeah, no, for sure. But on the other side, y'all, I need to ask Ben Jammin about some things that I saw on his website, his it'samazing.org, where his album Hollywood Hooks is at. I want to unpack some things with you, Ben Jammin, with this last segment. Is that cool?
Let's rock. That's what we made for.
All right, let's do it, y'all. But before we do, I want to say this real quick. Vic McGee in the YouTube chat said, where are the respectable young people in the spotlight? We don't cover the good because the bad gets more attention, and that is 100% fact. Okay, I agree with you 100%. But anyway, y'all, we're going to wrap up the show with a bow on the other side, so make sure you keep it locked. It's Jammin with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey Truth Nation, it is your girl Noni Juice, and I am here to talk about my friends at Steinhafels and their amazing milestone celebration. Steinhafels is celebrating its 90th anniversary with its Friends and Family sale. Take up to $300 off a qualified purchase, or take advantage of Steinhafels' 36-month 0% financing and get a $200 MasterCard rewards card. Steinhafels has something for everyone. Shop Steinhafels' Friends and Family sale in store or online at Steinhafels.com, y'all.
Truth Nation, 1017 Day, aka Truth Day, is this Thursday. And to celebrate, we will be hosting a Truth Spirit Week. You'll see what we got on today. It's Throwback Monday. All right? During Truth Spirit Week, we will be giving away 10 $25 gift cards to Fister Cafe on all of your favorite 1017 The Truth. So make sure you are tuned in all this week so you do not miss your chance to win a $25 gift card to Fister Cafe in downtown Milwaukee. Thank you, Truth Nation, for being the best fan base in the country.
Bro, that threw me off for a second. I said, what is going on here? Speaking of your album. Yeah, speaking of your album, Jammin, I was looking at it, and I've only got like a minute or so, but I was looking on your website, and you're to purchase your CD and a vinyl is $1,000.
To purchase to purchase a signed CD for me, and then also to purchase a vinyl, which will also be signed as well, will be $1,000. Yes. And I wouldn't say $1,000. It's $999 to be correct. But with that being said, you look. This is my album. You know, this is my life's work put into this. Mm-hmm. This is a long grind for me to even drop this project. This is my offering to the world, my offering to the universe. Right. So with that being said, I was told by somebody else out there to, know your worth. Yeah. And I know my worth. There's a lot of life experience in this that anybody who listens to will gain knowledge from. Not just about me, but about themselves. But you also have it as a pay what you want to listen to to purchase the individual songs. Yep. So if you want to, you can pay whatever you want for each individual song, or you can just pay what you want for the album. It's truly solely up to the customer or consumer, however you want to say it, the fan base, my friends out there, whatever you guys want to spend for it, you can do so. My suggestion though is just go ahead and buy some clothing. All right, buy the clothing. Or it's on YouTube. That too, but buy some clothing. You buy the clothing, you automatically get a free download for free. But if you want that signed CD, you want a signed vinyl, it's $1,000. I love that, Jammin. Is that right? Like you said, know your worth. Know your worth. That's interesting. Oh, that's different. Ain't that what that Hakeem be saying? Yeah. Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all so much for tapping into Jammin' with you today. Make sure y'all listen again tomorrow. I'm going to probably sound the same, but I still appreciate y'all so much. Okay, I'm going to be better tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. I was keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'. Shout out to your brother Z. Now sip on that. Turn Love Show up next.
Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud